Today, our group will present about oligopoly and monopoly structure, which is Asia and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Next, we move to introduction. The definition of market structure is about the number of the firm producing the identical goods and services in the market and whose structure is determined on the basis of the competition prevailing in the market. Next, there are a few objectives of this study. First is to differentiate between Asia and Tenaga Nasional Berhad in the term of general characteristic. Second is to justify the analysis by studying Asia and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Third is to analyze the structure of the market SWOT Asia and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Fourth is to provide appropriate recommendation to the firm. And last is to study the impact of pandemic COVID-19 on Asia and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. What is oligopoly? Oligopoly dominated by a few firms. There are a few firms which sell homogeneous or differentiated products. Background of Asia. On 2 December 2001, Asia bought by Tony Fernandez for a total price of 1 ringgit Malaysia with debt of 11 million USD. Asia was established in 1993 and common operation in 11 November 1996. Asia is the largest network of service with 85 destinations. Asia is considered to be oligopoly firm as is one of the few firms out of many that dominate the firm involving low-cost flight. Next, what is monopoly? Monopoly refers to when a company and its product offering dominate one sector or industry. In Malaysia, a perfect natural monopoly is Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB). Background Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Tenaga Nasional Berhad is the largest electricity utility company in Malaysia and a leading utility company in Asia. TNB core business is transmission, generation, and distribution of electricity.
I will present part analysis on the comparison characteristic market of Asia and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. For the Asia, which is oligopoly firms, first one is a few firms with large market share. Second, high barrier to entry. Count on one another. Every company has no market power. Price are more expensive than perfect competitor. And the last one for Asia is more effective. Okay. For the Tenaga Nasional Berhad, which is monopoly firms, first one is single supplier, barrier to entry and exit, profit maximizer, unique product, and the last one is discrimination in pricing. That's all from me. Thank you.
I will continue our group presentation in SWOT analysis. As for oligopoly market structure for strength, first, oligopoly can adopt a competitive strategy. Second, the extra profit earned from oligopoly can go into research and development. And third, it can bring price stability to the market. As for weaknesses, oligopoly market structure is higher concentration level to reduce consumer choice. Second, collusion is possible in this structure to reduce competition. And third, it can lead to decision-making bias and irrational behavior. As for opportunities, oligopoly market structure is unsatisfied consumer needs. Second, it will introduce of new technologies. And third, it will be collaborate or join any venture. As for trade, oligopoly market structure is intensification of competition among industrial rivals. Second, a market expansion in this market structure is slowing. And third, it will be increase the bargaining power of consumer. As for monopoly market structure for strength, first, it will be possess the ability to maximize revenue by optimizing pricing and controlling supply and production. Second, it will be benefit from economies of scale and be extreme efficient. And third, it will be able to easy fend off competition from new market earn and smaller niche company in market dynamic. As for weaknesses, this market structure shape focus on maximize profit after attaining monopoly status. It will be dedicated to social entrepreneurship or the introduce of new technology to the market. As for opportunities, this market structure is grow faster than companies in competitive market. Second, this market structure invests in other innovation or improve the company's current offering. And third, the market structure sell product cheaper. As per trade, monopoly market structure is subject to government scrutiny. And second, this market structure have a bad public image. That's all. Thank you.
I'm going to present a recommendation for Asia and the Nasional Berhad. In this slide, you have state 5 recommendations for Asia and 4 recommendations for TNB. Okay, let's start with the recommendation for Asia. First is use of e-commerce. Asia may hire an IT experts to oversee the e-commerce system. This will meet regularly to review the e-commerce systems, collect emerging issues, and so on. Okay, the second one is in-flight advertising initiatives. Okay, for this one, a new advertising and marketing initiatives can build Asia brand image and brand equity. Okay, the third one is aggressive promotional campaigns. Asia may continue to create an active promotional activities to make they stand out in the highly competition market. Okay, the fourth recommendations is use of biofuels. In order to increase the number of passengers without increasing carbon emissions, Asia should use of biofuels when oil prices continue to rise. It also eco-friendly to the environmental. Okay, the last one of recommendation is reduce the overhead cost. Asia can provide the least input, achieve more production, save resources in other fields, and more else to save the overall cost. Okay, let's move to the recommendations of TNB. The first one is motivation, encouragement, and opportunities to employee. Okay, this must be for TNB to provide motivation, encouragement, and opportunities to employees so that employees can perform better in their company. Okay, secondly is provide an advance payment. The NB management must provide advance payment to their employees and also improve their work environmental to make the work more efficiently. Okay, the third one is introduction to energy efficiency and renewable energy. The company should reduce the supply of power, upgrades and constructions of transmissions and distribution system by introducing the energy efficiency and renewable energy. Okay, finally, the last one recommendation for TNB is provide a service with an excellence. Okay, TNB must streamline operations to meet customer service demand and ensure proper support is provided at all times. In this way, TNB can build a brand and they can gain a customer trust. Okay, that's all for my part. Thank you.
Now, I will present in part impact of the pandemic. First, for Air Asia, the impact obtained in terms of oligopoly market by Air Asia in face of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is more affected by the tourism industry. Customers who have experienced Air Asia Berhad service during the pandemic must have agreed that employers, in particular cabin crew, to be trained more in dealing with and service customer during the outbreak. Employers at Asia are also affected by their losses, whether they work at domestic airline or even on overseas flight. And the visible effect on the Air Asia is affected by COVID-19 is that many people are fired from Air Asia. Now I will explain the impact for part Tenaga Nasional Berhad or TNB. In COVID-19 recovery as the government announced immediate response and follow-up to address the adverse effect of COVID-19 on the economy and life of the people of the country. TNB led Malaysian companies in making significant contribution to provide immediate assistance as well as support initiatives to long-term economic recovery. TNB has collected another RM150 million to fund branded electricity cuts of between 2% and 15% from April to September 2020, which was announced as part of the government Prihatin stimulus package. On the company's dividend policy, Amir reiterated that TNB will adhere to a dividend payout ratio of 30% to 60% based on the reported combined net profit distribution to shareholder after monetary interest, excluding exceptional and non-recurring item. That's all from me.
Last part is conclusion. In conclusion, this analysis was about Air Asia Berhad Company and Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB. The COVID-19 pandemic has been affected Malaysia economy for 2020 and economic activity is expected to register a positive recovery in 2021. Next, the air transport industry is struggling especially with competition from three airlines which is Air Asia, Malaysia Airlines and Malindo Air. Next, TNB also affected by quarter foreign exchange stability. Electricity consumption for the industrial and commercial sector declined around 25 until 50% following the temporary cessation of operation. Then, electricity consumption for the sector resident jumped around 20% until 50% following complaint with distractive of sitting at home. Last, the government should provide more incentive to help Air Asia Berhad and Tenaga Nasional Berhad during pandemic COVID-19. That's all from us. Thank you.